Popular culture has condensed the image of Auschwitz into a few disconnected symbols: a brick gate, a lonely train ramp, a single concrete room. These isolated images have formed a patchwork memory, stitched together over decades by film and fiction. The actual complex occupied 140 hectares. It was a sprawling network of 3 distinct main camps: Auschwitz I, Birkenau, and Monowitz, each serving a specific role in the Nazi system. We usually collapse these vast, separate locations into one site in our minds, effectively erasing the physical scale of the historical reality. To understand the engineering of genocide, we have to look past movie sets and examine the physical layout that made this system possible. The geography of Auschwitz presents a chilling paradox. A normal neighborhood functioned directly alongside the killing centers. Look at this aerial reconnaissance photograph. Outside the fence, numbered markers point to administrative and lifestyle buildings. Number 8 was a kitchen and cinema. 10 was a bakery. Guards hosted cookouts here, maintaining cohesion while living steps away from the prisoner blocks. State-sponsored mass murder functioned as a structured corporate operation, integrated into the routines of a working day. While guards lived and worked in the main camp, the smoke from a massive industrial complex, Auschwitz III or Monowitz, was visible just miles away. This was an industrial hub built to produce synthetic rubber and fuel, sustained entirely by the slave labor of prisoners. Laborers were worked to death moving raw materials, while an inmate orchestra stood by, playing music to keep the work groups in a rhythmic march. Monowitz remains largely absent from popular memory, as it lacks the well-known photographic record that defined the public's vision of Birkenau. The camp system reclassified human beings as raw economic resources, to be consumed and exhausted in the pursuit of industrial output. Even the most iconic stories of arrival often happened in locations that modern visitors rarely see. Many early survivor accounts described arriving at the Alte Juden ramp, a platform miles away from the famous Birkenau ramp constructed later in 1944. At processing centers like the sauna, the SS systematically stripped prisoners of their hair, their clothing, and their personal histories. Other physical realities remain hidden in plain sight. Behind the "work sets you free" gate stands a brick building that is almost never discussed. This was Block 24, the camp brothel. Because it is a detail that feels too dissonant for standard concepts of pure martyrdom, it has become a dormant narrative, a history left unspoken because it complicates our preferred version of the past. Filtering out these uncomfortable details distorts the reality of the camp, making the mechanical nature of the atrocity harder to accurately reconstruct. If we allow our fictionalized memories to replace the physical reality of the site, we risk losing the evidence needed to confront those who deny these crimes. Survivors like Primo Levi often turn to fragmented, non-linear poetry, finding that standard prose could not contain the weight of their trauma. While human memory can fade or fracture, the geographical footprint remains a fixed context that testimony alone cannot provide. The voices of millions were silenced, but the ground they walked on remains a witness to what occurred here. Preserving the site forces us to confront the architectural evidence of how a functioning society engineered a genocide. History is the process of separating fact from fiction, and this authentic space serves as our anchor against the erosion of truth.